way better.
Yeah, I might agree with you on that.
LA got too much traffic.
Yeah.
And it's too, man, I don't like the word, they say this on button shit, mixy. Like it's too like there's real people don't exist there. And not to say that real people don't exist there, but I'm only in Hollywood when I go.
So you was
Where
mixing
you
in
be
with
at?
the real people in
Yeah.
Chicago? That's what you telling me.
That's not what I mean. What I mean is everybody is trying to make it in a business of being an entertainer. While and I'm not saying parts of California don't have regular real people, but when you go to Los Angeles or the part of Los Angeles I've been in, ain't no teachers, bro. Ain't no plumbers, ain't no electricians, ain't a nigga who do construction.
Hey, is that more reflective of you and where you be at?
Bro,
I seen them.
Bro, in Hollywood,
I
everybody
stayed in North Hollywood.
You be in Hollywood and shit.
Like you Hollywood. That's what it is. Hollywood is full of yous. When I was out there being regular, I ran into some regular people.
I'm regular, brother.
Nah, what was you doing out there?
I'm regular.
Shooting a movie. You know what I'm saying?
Shit, yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
You know what I'm saying? I was shooting a movie.
I hate with that nigga.
You are the people who they talk about. You out there trying to make something.
No, but I'm not.
You talking about I don't see regular people. I'm out here shooting $1 million commercials and like I don't see the regular people. Like motherfucker, you are the people that motherfuckers complaining about.
Did you have one yesterday?
Did I what? No, I didn't.
Oh, okay.
I didn't. That's the goal, though. One day I go.
I already know, man.
I've become close a couple times, but it's a tough.
Yeah,
The thing about. We can start the pod. I don't know if we want to jump straight into that. Shout out 72 and 10 podcast. I'm Q.
I'm TY.
And I'm Dooch.
Oh yeah, crystal clear clarity.
Look at that. Crystal clear. Yeah, you triple C.
Hey. No, I absolutely look. I
like your.
When y'all hear me reading this audiobook,
you
giving dramatic pauses. You have signed up. You think I didn't sign up?
Hey, AI do it all for you now, brother.
I read well.
What you talking? Oh, one of the websites where you could read off. Shit.
Yeah. What?
Yeah.
And I got different inflections and voices. Like,
what is it? You're saying there's a website where you can submit your voice and then they could use it as AI, or like what's the?
You submit your voice. They send you things to read.
Things to read. Yeah.
So I was like, okay, and it's like not. It's not like a little bit of money too. It's a couple dollars.
Look at them, dog.
Don't do that. Don't put my voice out here in the world. They're just gonna use it and splice it for AI. Did you see the dude who did the Kendrick Lamar voice animator and made a whole song and it was kind of fire?
Yeah. That's different. There's enough of his.
I seen the Drake one too.
His voice is enough out there, but VO artists get paid a lot, and you do have a great voice.
But I'm saying, like, I got to build a portfolio, right?
Yeah.
And now I'm out here.
You're doing that with the podcast.
Built for tough.
Podcast editor and shit.
Yeah, like
exactly. Yeah. Hold on, I've been seeing dudes working a lot too, man. Hey,
dudes been outside, bro.
I like to see it. Not outside, working. I said working. You said outside.
I've been working.
Hold on. High key, low.
Hold on. Shout out to Finesse C.
Oh yeah, I see you.
Finesse the C.
I see. So on the last couple of podcasts, we've been debating who's higher and who's lower. Right?
Yes.
We had someone write in the
shout out Nessa.
Nessa wrote into the Facebook group and said that I was third. And then right underneath that, Dooch, I think Dooch LOL did, like you were saying. Yeah, that's crazy. Like Dooch
said I'm still, I don't know how I become the
so then
Dooch LOL'd my comment.
Yeah.
Real nigga. Then Tony immediately throws me under the bus.
You gonna make me read it? Because I know he's gonna misquote me.
Oh yeah, quote. You say.
No. What I say?
Yeah, I'm gonna do a quote.
No. I don't want to misquote you. What you say?
Where am I at? Hold on. I'm gonna get to me.
Yeah.
That nigga
said. She said Tony and Dooch are equal most of the times with their lowness, but low key Tony be out here. LOL. And that LOL is like a
Yeah, we know.
Yeah, it seems like. I got TY, then Dooch, then Q. Q especially the most low because he never met I've never met him personally, and he dodges his own friends when they come into town.
Fair. Not denying that. Now.
He said low. I said, I feel like you snitching.
Yeah.
feel like that. And are you counting the 100,000 TikTok followers Q got? And Q feels
Nobody
like that was out of pocket.
recognize that, dog. Like, I don't have that, dog.
So here's my issue with the idea of being high and low. If you have to tell someone why they're high key, doesn't that denate the fact?
But you already know
no,
why.
You guys know that. But if she doesn't know that, that means that she doesn't know how high I am, which makes me low.
Right.
If you don't know,
I would say she made an uninformed decision.
So because her proximity to me is closer than you, that makes me higher.
Define highness and lowness.
I mean, it's going to be by each person. So that was hers.
I mean, it's all subjective based off of the person.
Because you don't know that person, I actually know the person. That makes me higher than you.
I've personally introduced. I probably personally introduced Quincy to somebody who had 10,000 Instagram followers, and he didn't know.
Super. She's
low.
Okay, she was super low.
She was low. That's not low
at all.
It's not low.
It's low to me.
You just don't know. You're uninformed.
If it's low to me,
okay,
then it's low.
I hear you.
It don't matter. It doesn't matter if there are actors and actresses and singers and like the bubble. And I'm saying it's a bubble. The kind of music that we like, in my opinion, the world likes. But I be in other bubbles and they be like, man, John Mayer. I can't name a fucking John Mayer song.
Yeah, you can.
I feel like he got one.
He got one with Ye.
What is it called?
He got one with Ye.
That's the cartoon video.
I'm capping. No, that's the other dude. That's Maroon 5. John Mayer.
I was thinking about the Paul McCartney one.
See, this is my point.
I don't know.
This is my point.
Right.
There's so many
Quincy, you're right.
In your bubble, like in my bubble. I remember when I lived in Chicago. I'd be like, Drake album will come out. Let's say whatever album came out when I was there. Did niggas hear the Drake? They were looking at me like they didn't listen to Drake. And
you
then
look on YouTube because I would play one, and I know that I know you know. That's all. I played the second.
There's probably music that is played from people.
I know,
but I can't connect. I can't
out at the white bars, and you've heard this song before.
I'm not saying.
And and got your shit off to it.
Yeah, two-step with the artisanal beer in your hand.
Yeah.
Artisanal beer. My point is, if you have to tell, shout out to fake drinking. If you have to tell, dog, I fake drank for years.
Nah, you was really drinking. I got a picture of you really drinking.
You see me drunk before. Shout out to Balleros.
Oh man.
24.
My God. Oh my God.
What was it called? That wasn't a blue motherfucker. What was it called?
I forgot what the name of that drink was. It was something freaky.
It was like DTF or some shit like that, I thought.
I don't know. I just remember it.
Dog, that was the last time I threw up, fam. It was my 25th, 26th birthday, something like that.
You was faded. Oh my God.
And the Allspark got lit. Shout out my nigga Lamar.
Woo.
I think that was the dawn of us saying like the Allspark.
Yeah, that was.
Bro, did you like the Allspark?
Because like, nowhere and shit. Like, what the hell?
Beacon just went up. We was like, what happened?
Mr. Nigga, fam. That was like the last year where we was all that run. We had a run, fam.
Did we?
Yeah, that was the two Jesus pieces era.
Three.
Nasty. Hey, I had this conversation with somebody. I would like to know what y'all think.
Okay.
As far as Instagram goes, like you think about like a woman's Instagram, and let's say she's single, right? And she posts what single women post, which is whatever they feel like posting, right?
Yeah. And
let's say she's mid high key, like for lack of a better reference point, let's say like Moni G.
Okay.
And then she gets in a relationship, and her relationship becomes the things that she posts about. Like as that significant other, you got that's what you're signing up for, right?
Yeah.
And like you have to like, is it okay to be fab in those situations? Like you remember when Emily B was like
low?
Yeah, low, and then she became high key, right?
No, but fab was still low as Emily B became high key.
Right. And I'm talking about Emily. She had a television show. He dodged the cameras and shit. Like, pardon my back.
She became high key because of fab.
But what I'm asking,
high keep because of the show, fam.
Yeah, but
Right.
she got invited to the show because she was with Fab.
Sure, but like the basketball wives whose husbands we don't know, like who are you connected to? Like, yeah, you're on the show because of Fab. You're absolutely right. But what I'm asking is it okay to be that guy to dodge the content? You know, content over everything. If she posts her life and now her life is her relationship.
If you want to be a part of it, you can be a part of it. But
no, is it okay to not be a part of it?
Yeah.
I think
just take the pictures.
No. The pictures is us.
That's the content. The content that she's selling is her relationship.
Oh yeah.
I think it's whatever social.
I don't know. It's up to you, Phil.
I think whatever social contract you decide to sign in your relationship. If you sign the social contract to say that you are okay with being a part of her social media and being high key, then yeah. But I don't think that's healthy. I don't think it's healthy to live your relationship.
If that's not your bag, then I would say don't do it.
Even if it's your bag, I don't think it's healthy to live your relationship.
Bag, then shit, do that shit. Why not?
But to live your relationship,
couple gets more love on the internet than just posting.
So I think we all do it on some things, but like even because I don't post a lot, but my wife posts. If my wife posts me more than I actually post me, and people do have an interpretation of what they think our lives is.
Yeah,
which isn't remotely close.
I mean, fair or not fair, but that's the content that she's choosing to put out. And like, of course, you don't want to be controlling of that because she was doing that before you. But now like, her thing is y'all.
Yeah. I got so many different. I have y'all, and I have a group of friends in Texas, and I got a group of friends in Chicago. Sarah will post a picture immediately. I'm either getting a joke from y'all. Like if I have something known I'm not supposed to have on. Or like
we made one joke now, nigga.
No, but I get that joke 3 times. Like, dude, one time you hit me like, bro, but you gang some. You hit me with the you gang.
I said that. No,
you did get him with that.
You gang.
You didn't say you gang. Wait, you said you ain't been working out.
That's all I said, bro.
But you get that 3. I'm like, damn, I
said that. But you knew that yourself, fam. That's why it struck something. Then you got back.
No, it's not about that. It's not about lying. It's about the truth.
No, but my wife sees us together and she don't pay attention to my gut.
Cause she don't care.
And she like, y'all, we just look nice.
Love you, yeah.
Nah, everybody else like.
I said you look nice, and you was mad.
Yeah, you didn't take that compliment.
The fucking when I went to her Christmas party with the suit jacket, nigga. I'm like, why? This is why we can't post.
No, we said you look nice, bro. You the one that couldn't take the compliment.
And that's kind of why I asked that question.
That's not what you said. That's not what happened. It was maybe it started with you look nice. But listen,
once you wouldn't take the compliment, niggas start ripping you then.
No, that's not what happened, dude. What happened was it may have started you look nice, but it was like, y'all, you look nice. But here's what you did wrong.
I said that later on.
Here's what you did wrong. You didn't wear the
not wrong. Could have been better.
Could have been better. Yeah.
I don't need to be getting better, fam. I don't. I already feel insecure, bro.
About looking nice.
Exactly. That's fucking nuts, dog. Black people, we need help, dog.
Dog, and you know who's a really good example of this? And they was just here this weekend is Lewis and Rachel.
Nah, they be going crazy. I fuck with them.
They be going crazy. And like, nigga, they goes out this weekend, had on matching outfits. I'm like, see, like y'all, I fuck with the way y'all doing it. But like the funny thing is, and I'll tell anybody, like, and I may not go with you, but if you come to Houston, hit me up and let me give you some plays. Only because they went out to dinner Thursday.
Ooh,
and very beautiful, nice dinner. Yeah, like reservation.
It was what it was. They had a menu, fam, like a menu with their and shit like that.
Yeah, like all that. They went way up. And then I was like, he's like, yeah, come fuck with us. I'm like, okay, listen, let's do this. Like,
let's go over
right here. Let's go do right. Like, I know who you with. I know the things they're into.
Exactly.
Listen. Lean on me, brother. So we go to the spot for happy hour. And like, you know, when you out of town, you got all day. So they trying to get to it as soon as possible. I'm like, yeah, fam, you trying to get to it anyway. Meet me here for happy hour. So I meet them there. I walk in, strong hug. My nigga, thank you for this place. Everybody got somewhere to sit.
Because he ain't got to pay. It ain't just up there for him. and yeah.
So like we do the happy hour, and I'm like, okay. And Madison showed up, and she's living here now, and she's like, yeah. I'm like, yo, we should go do the BYOB spot. And then so she seconded. So everybody's like, yeah, let's do it. So then, and I appreciate her so much because she started breaking down the math. Now, when you're with a bunch of women, you gotta bring the math.
Like,
we ain't left the first spot.
That's what I'm saying. Before
we ain't left the first spot. Like, hey, yo, listen, we're gonna do 2 big bottles. It's gonna probably cost this much to get in. It's looking at this much per person. Breaking it down to everybody. Like it was maybe 3 or 4 guys and a bunch of women there. What we gonna do? Bow. I passed my cash to Lewis right away. Like, you going to the liquor store? Cool. Bow.
On the real, though.
Rachel did the funniest shit. Like the ugly shrug face. And I was like, you got to relax. We know Lewis is going to pay for it, but she has to give everybody the math. He has to give everybody the math.
You got to get the per person math out.
Right.
Yeah.
And then we get to the BYOB spot, and they beat me there. And I look at Lou, and I'm like, you want to split a hookah? He's like, hell, like, thank you. Because, like, he is him, his wife, a bunch of her friends.
Cousins.
And like, I know he's footing a lot of that bill. And I know that feeling. I'm like, brother, listen, let's have a good time. Let's relax. Like, it's a good time. Like, we making sure we go to the DJ, throw the DJ $5 to shout out Nadia because it was her birthday. Yeah. Like, you gotta kind of make, and then we sit and we start having the conversation with him. I'm like, hey, yo, listen. We gotta play chair. Like, I'm gonna let y'all know what playing chair is and like why we chose this spot. Because we could have went, because they was like, yeah, we're doing address tomorrow. I'm like, cool. Don't call me. No, they had a section already.
No.
Great, fantastic. But don't call me for that. Like, we are
tired.
Old as fuck.
Like, bro, Quincy, we left the happy hour spot at like 7:45.
You could have
already people. It's already people who didn't make it to the next spot.
On the real,
8 o'clock is good. And 8 o'clock is good. If 8 o'clock is good for you, phenomenal, fantastic.
You had a good time.
What day is it? Is it Saturday?
Friday.
This is a Friday.
Man, I'm not going out on no fucking Friday.
Oh, you tripping, bro.
Bro, like,
get in the house.
They went out Friday at 5 o'clock. You ain't got 5 to 8 on a Friday?
I got dinner
where you could sit down.
I got dinner. I do. That's a lie. I got dinner, but after dinner, a dinner and a drink and a half, I'm going home.
Yeah, and it was a few ladies who didn't make it to the BYOB spot.
I'm not going to multiple spots.
But that's what he said. They only went.
I'm not doing the multiple.
After the first spot, you could have just went home. Shit, you didn't have to turn.
That's why I'm telling people, lean on me. Yeah, because not only will I send you to the nice first spot in case you don't make it to the second spot, but like we don't have to spend $1 million.
I ain't got FOMO, bro. I don't want to spend.
That's the point, like, dog. Trying to figure, like, dog. I'm not trying to spend. Fam, I'm done with that era, fam. Spending $200-$300 a night and shit. Like,
man, not even that, but like we can have a great time and not spend that much. Like, we're the vibe anyway. Like, we're gonna bring the party wherever we at. Like, let's go somewhere where we can be comfortable. We can also turn up a little bit if we try to turn up. It would help if they had some drink specials.
Mm-hmm. Can I hear you talk?
Or you got to be a wild bee where you can bring your own shit.
Yeah.
Can I hear you talk though? Is the
music?
It was great. If it sit down, if it sit down, the music can't be too high. If it stand up,
you want the bar setting.
Man, at all times, bro. I can't do the high. How we going? Nigga, I'm trying to get these bits off, these jokes off.
Are you trying?
No, it was all right. Like, the game is on. It was nice.
Yeah.
Leave it there, dude.
Yeah, I'm gonna leave it there.
Leave it there, dude.
I said bits.
Nah.
Is that what you meant?
Jokes?
Mm-hmm. Oh, okay. Thought you was like, I'm trying to get that bitch.
Okay, yours too.
I'm married.
Hey, that was a good time.
Respect.
And the funny part was about Dooch. Dooch texted me on the side. It's just hilarious. And then I don't know how I ended up FaceTiming USF.
I don't know. You just FaceTime.
It was wild.
That shit was funny though.
That was funny.
That shit funny, dog.
That was funny. Let's go ahead and jump into it. Let's talk about what we want to do first. Let's talk about the Super Bowl. So first, I would like to point out that Quincy is back watching this white man sport.
I did
Dude.
too. I had some money on the.
Yeah, I watched it. I watched the whole game.
Let's talk about the game first.
Too, dog.
How y'all feel about the game?
I
I
listen.
thought it was pretty good.
Let me say this out loud. I don't gamble. I think football is boring.
Nah, it was
You're
exciting.
tripping. That not that game.
No,
That game?
not that game. But I think the majority of most, like I've watched a Super Bowl game that was boring to me, and I'm tired of lying to myself and pretending like I like watching football. I've never liked watching football, but this game specifically, it was high scoring. There was always something happening, like from the play of
So you like the script of that.
Yeah, when
they
he
didn't release the script.
when he threw the interception, and then he came back and like even the not like it was
when
good.
Jalen Hurts when he fumbled.
When he fumbled,
fumbled, gave a touchdown, came right back and scored.
Great. And it was like they were winning for the majority of the rest of the game to the third or fourth quarter, or whatever. So I was like,
almost hit their ass for 4,300.
I did one straight bet on the Chiefs because I told you, and I've been telling you this, Dooch. His name is Pat.
No, I didn't bet on the score of the game. I bet on
Hurt too. Hurt.
Devontae Smith getting more than 60 yards. I forgot how many receptions.
What he had?
Like
he had 64.
Yeah, he had way more. Jalen Hurts, 220 yards. Only one I didn't hit was what did
Valdez Scantlin with his catches.
No, I didn't do that. I didn't do that.
He fucked off everybody.
No, I wasn't fucking with that.
Once we get into the halftime show, the first song that got played during the halftime show
I asked my
was
girl,
a 12-1 parlay. Like if you just said, "Hey, she gonna come out and do, bitch, better have my money."
Where was it at?
It's on FanDuel.
I was on there, dog. Man, I could have made
12-1, fam. You said she gonna come out and do, bitch, better have my money, fam. $100 brings you back
my girl, dog. I swear to God, earlier today I said that's what she was gonna come out to, dog.
Hard.
I was so mad, like, dog.
Before we get into the halftime show, something I got to point out, and I had this conversation a little bit with Q earlier, but I think this is the way I want to say it.
Racing.
We as black people,
racing.
Racing. What the name said, dog?
Who?
The announcer about Abraham Lincoln. It was his
birthday. Chris Berman fucked up. Chris Berman, you got it. You're a mag. But as far as we as black people need to put our arms out and around and never let go of Pat Mahomes.
That's what I had. Pat Mahomes over 220 yards. He didn't get that, and then Jalen Hurts didn't get a second touchdown. He didn't throw a second.
Second throwing. He had that one to Devontae Smith. He went right out of bounds. Yeah. Fucked up.
Oh my God, dog. You talking mad?
I'm saying that about Pat Mahomes only because, like, does the world or the United States, I guess, for context, do they look at him as black, or do they look at him like The Rock?
I think he's racially he's definitely racially ambiguous. But
so like we need to really just say like no, he's.
But
black.
I think he presents
like,
enough as like his father. He's shown enough cultural moments where he has a solid black foundation that he grew up with.
Yeah,
but I think black people as a whole embrace Travis Kelce more than we embrace Pat Mahomes. And the problem with that is
Travis Kelce, dog.
Pat Mahomes, real. I said the same thing. He definitely go to a black barbershop.
Hey, listen. Pat Mahomes might be the next realest thing to Jordan as far as sports go. Like he's that good. Like we cannot let him get away. That'd be like letting the Asians take Tiger Woods. This is what I'm talking about. That's how rough it's getting.
That first drive coming out of the half, I was like, okay,
he's not fucking around. After halftime, I was like, I don't know if the Eagles can play better, but I know KC could play better.
Yeah,
that's playing pretty shitty.
What they kept saying the whole game, like the Eagles barely let them niggas get a shot to play, and they was only down a touchdown.
Possession of the ball a lot.
It was only down a touchdown. There's a few things. The commercials, also Damar Hamlin. What's his name?
Yeah, Damar Hamlin.
His tribute. Also hearing "Lift Every Voice" by D from Moesha, which I thought was phenomenal.
Oh yeah, she did sing that. I forgot she sang.
She did. I was like, damn, she sang.
What did Babyface do?
He did the not the national anthem, but he did the
the Beautiful or some shit like that.
Star Spangled Banner, maybe. I don't know.
Yeah, something like Star. That's what I was like. And
He
then
did. He
like,
R&B'd the fuck out of it though, didn't he?
But hear me though. He kind of got smoked because when Stapleton came out and did the
Came on with the guitar.
Yeah, he was alright.
I was like,
Babyface.
Babyface. Hey, dog. Hey, your skin looks amazing, but like you got smoked.
Fucking no, but I fuck with the lift every voice. I don't know if that's ever been done before though.
I don't think so.
The black national anthem.
You
during the Super Bowl.
Was they only doing it because it was two black quarterbacks?
They was doing so much pandering stuff. I think the F1 jets that came over the stadium,
all women,
all female pilots, and they had to make sure they announced it and like all. It was a lot of pandering stuff.
So to me though, that it was done right. Like they could have not done the Black National Anthem right, and they did it. They did it well to the point where nobody's talking. Like it's funny every time something happened, she killed that shit too. She could. Every time something happens, I go to my Twitter, just look at the trending topics. Just like, okay, what they gonna talk about first? And they didn't. She didn't get. I mean, she got praises for sure.
Afterthought though.
Yeah. So there's that. I thought also the Damar Hamlin thing. Did they because they also brought the people who saved his life as well, which I thought was great. Yeah. But I thought, like, did they put him on this stage as a we fucked up? Like, what's the
I don't know.
Man. But he's all right, is really what they want people
to do. Yeah.
Like he didn't die.
There was a conspiracy theory that he died and he had a body double.
Yeah, he was a clone. Yeah. So is that? So I thought that was great. I thought the game was great. I thought like as a whole
about the holding penalty.
Yes, it was.
I'm salty though. After what's name didn't get that second touchdown, he went out of bounds. I was salty.
But like,
because I knew I wasn't gonna get another chance at it.
No, it was over. Because
it'd have been crazy to be. It'd have been crazy. It'd have been crazy
because his name is Pat Mahomes. I was like, hey. But the holding penalty, and I want to make sure people know this because a lot of people, if gambling wasn't a thing and people was really watching the Super Bowl just to watch it, you didn't have rooting interest because Philly not your team, Kansas City not your team, you wouldn't really care. It'd be like, damn, that's fucked up, but like it is what it is. The guy who caught the holding penalty was like, yeah, I held him.
Tried it, yeah.
And so now it comes down to like in basketball terms, it's like you don't call that foul at that time. It's still a foul. Yeah. It was still a hold, but it's like, damn, during the Super Bowl, like during this final drive.
Referees have, in my opinion,
played out and shit.
Exactly. Referees have always been a huge part of any game, and it changes the momentum of a game to the point where subjectivity is subjectivity. Like, is it wrong? Is it right? Like, if you're following by the book, it's right. Mm-hmm. It was holding. But like you said, they say that shit in basketball all the time. Like you don't make that call in the playoffs. Yeah. You make that call in the regular season.
They don't make the decision of the game.
Yeah, like niggas been carrying for years.
That shit got out of hand. All right, let's get into the hash. Oh, go ahead.
Before that, let me talk about the commercials. One,
he gotta get in his bag. Let him get in his bag real quick.
I want to ask y'all: Did
they do a Clydesdale commercial?
Nah, I didn't see one.
They didn't do a Budweiser Clydesdale commercial.
The Budweiser one was
it was with the dude from Top Gun.
Yeah,
they did that. Yeah, which was good. I like that one.
Who did what was Drewski doing one for?
I forget which one it was, but I remember seeing
Samsung.
I thought his was Bud Light.
It could have been more than one Bud Light ad.
I got Al Gore's internet. Go ahead.
Yeah.
Did y'all like them? Did any of them stand out to y'all?
I fuck with a couple of them. I fuck with Kevin Hart's.
Yeah.
I fuck with Kevin Hart.
So here's my thought on commercials.
Come on now, give it to us.
I love the fact that everybody hates the commercials every year. They never live up to the hype.
Mm-hmm.
I think there were some solid spots. I think what I like to do now is like whoever I'm watching it with, I want to see how people like I'm jaded as fuck. No, so I want to see how non-people who do what I do.
Like that ain't my commercial.
On the real.
No, but it's not even that. But I want to see how you really respond to it because I'm so into it's like Dooch responding to a song compared to me responding to a song. When he know how much reverb is really on that shit. Like he know how much T-Pain was really used. Like, you don't sing like that, nigga.
But I still don't. I don't say that shit though.
No.
I can still listen to a song subjectively without having those.
But if it's a moment that's meant to be critiqued, like it's a moment, it's Grammys, it's Rihanna performing. If it's any moment that's on the certain level where you know everybody's gonna have an opinion about it, then it becomes this thing. Because most people don't watch commercials. Most people.
I don't have to have an opinion on it though. That's the point. Like I don't have to have one just because everybody else has one.
Yeah. So
this is your bag. This is your bag to critiquing the.
Yeah. So the one that I think that had the biggest impact in my house was it was called like Puppy Farm, or it was a dog food commercial where they showed a dog. Like, it almost got my wife in tears. Like, it showed a dog.
I know
the woman had the dog when she was a kid, and then they show her life as she grows up. She goes to college, she gets married, then she has another baby, and then now it's a senior dog. And it's like, this food is good enough for the dog. That's the one that really worked. Now, that one for the Super Bowl, in my opinion, isn't the biggest, because you're spending millions of dollars on this media buy, and it's just a really good story, which is also why I like. I also like the TurboTax ones where the dude is just dancing in front of the fucking the water fountain. I thought that was strong. I thought the Bud Light was strong. I thought the Diddy one.
The Diddy one was good. The Diddy one was good. It was a good play on Get Him to the Greek.
Okay.
There's a lot of jingles.
No. It was
a lot of features.
It was a lot of hit records, nigga.
Oh yeah, sorry.
It was like
Diddy don't do jingles. Yeah, Diddy.
It was like 7 hit songs. Like, how much did they pay?
A lot.
And you got Diddy in there?
It's Uber, huh?
Yeah, I didn't think.
You know how much we charge you niggas for delivery?
Yeah,
price going up, and we paying the drivers less. We got it.
Yeah,
definitely.
That's the one that. Yeah, wasn't the biggest fan of it, and I think Diddy looked like he had a toupee on.
He definitely had a lace front on.
It definitely looked like it sounds like hate.
I'm hating.
Yeah,
any opportunity I get.
But I love this time of year for Super Bowl ads, just hearing people complain or have opinions about them, only because, like, you have no idea what it took for a lot of these people to make this thing, bro.
Yeah.
Like, you have
my fault.
No idea what.
Look at it.
My fault.
You recording me?
Tell you right.
No, I was looking at the comments, bro.
Yeah.
Wait, what they saying?
No, this is on the Facebook page. Keep going. My B.
They saying something right now?
No.
Nah, fam. Chill out, does. Look, you about to get scared already.
Scared, fam.
If you was low, it wouldn't matter.
Wouldn't matter, fam.
Damn low. Yeah. But yeah, so I thought the ads was good, but I enjoy hearing people complain about them.
Okay. Let's get into this halftime show. First thing I want to say is
slap.
I've listened to listened to a lot of sports talk radio. I listened to CNN, Fox News, like the GMA. Like, no, I wanted to hear what people were saying, because I heard what all the niggas were saying last night. Now I want to hear what the other side talking about. Not a bad word.
Oh, no, nigga.
Not a single bad word.
This is what I told Tony earlier, dude. I didn't realize how much I fucked with Rihanna. It wasn't.
That's why I don't understand why niggas was. You know what I'm saying?
Every single song, bro.
And she left some off. She left some meat on the bone too, because she definitely.
Nah,
bro, I fuck with the whole.
She definitely didn't.
What's the name of the last album? Anti. That entire album is cold. Man.
Fire! Shout out to Party.
Like, I even went as far to say this. And dog, I'm not gonna say that.
Say it. No, you gotta say it.
No, say it.
You gotta say it, or I'm gonna say you said it, and I'm gonna make it way worse.
I'm gonna say it nice.
Beyonce could never. No mind.
Chill out. Chill out, sir.
You gotta chill.
Quincy called me earlier and was like,
"You have to chill."
No. I got a better way of saying it. Tonally,
hey,
not even just necessarily.
Right here. No, I'm solidified. I got the. You know what I'm saying.
Not even necessarily just what they're actually singing about, but I enjoy Rihanna's tone of music more than I enjoy
YouTube, fam.
I think Beyonce is the greatest entertainer, greatest artist.
Yeah.
Shout out to the Beehive.
Yeah.
Shout out, dog. We had a great Beehive conversation too. That I am so afraid. That I am so afraid to talk about, fam.
Why, fam?
Dog, Kayla said it was a snooze. See, like, listen, this is the thing. Shout out to Kayla. Black women gotta stop tearing down black women. I said it. Send your hate mail.
How was it a snooze though?
I will say she
came down
Rihanna,
on a platform,
bro. That shit was
Rihanna,
beautiful.
Okay, a little bit of hate. She did perform like she didn't want to be there, but it just lets you know.
I don't think
her
she did.
songs by themselves, no features, a little bit of dancing, mostly by her background dancers, are just that big.
She just wasn't dancing that much. Her performance was great. Let me say this. Let me say this too. The set from last year compared to the set from this year,
way different.
Miles, like the Rihanna set. I love minimalism though.
That shit was dope though.
From her dancers being in white, from her being in red, from the different floating attributes, from her singing all the way up there. That shit was fucking art to me.
Look at him.
I have to respond to the response.
No. But hold on. The scene, to me, okay. So this how I also view it is that they built a set that she existed in, but the set did the majority of the work. She just existed in it.
Because she pregnant.
And then you throw slaps in there too, nigga.
No, you throw the pregnancy in there. You throw the pregnancy on top of that. No. Like, that's what I'm like. It should have made it hard to hate because it was
slaps though.
Bro,
but like it was just the slaps, and like I never thought of Rihanna as a great live singer,
and she didn't even do.
She did a great job.
I would go see Rihanna before I went to see Beyonce.
Oh, don't say that.
I've seen Beyonce already, so I saw Rihanna too.
I'm about to say I saw both of them too.
That's a lie because Beyonce
got a better show.
Beyonce definitely has a better show because she's the greatest entertainer of our generation, right? Is that fair?
The vibes is different at the Rihanna show.
Yeah, that's what I was about to say. That's more my vibe right there.
That's my vibe. That's what I told Quincy. Because when Quincy was doing the comparison, I'm like, okay, like if you got 10 minutes before you walk into work, you gonna do a Beyonce set or you gonna do a Rihanna set?
Rihanna.
As a man, respectfully.
Rihanna.
And I love Beyonce, but Rihanna is more my that's more my vibe. If I'm gonna say something,
right? Like I really feel like I'm not really in.
And I love
irreplaceable getting formation as much as like bitch better have my money or some of the other because she just had to throw it up. Like it was just so many run this town.
And
it was like
she didn't do like sex with me and shit like that. Like come on, man.
Slaps. She didn't do loyalty. I just knew she was gonna do loyalty with Kendrick.
It's too many.
Left the meat on the bone.
Let me say this out loud. One. I think it's disrespectful for us to compare the two. We shouldn't have to compare Beyonce to Rihanna.
I'm not comparing, fam.
No, I am, and I'm saying that I'm being disrespectful.
One is more my vibe.
Yeah, I don't think. I think
love
we can.
Beyonce.
But let's just big up Rihanna without bringing. That's just not fair.
You the one that brought Beyonce into this.
That's why I'm saying it's not right that I did it. That's what I'm saying. It's not right.
Yeah, nothing to do with this.
I know I started this, and I'm going to
apologize. I just want to talk about Rihanna for a second. I do think, as a whole, I like, and again, vibey music more than any type of music. And I don't know if is vibey the right word, dude?
Yeah.
Like
I'll allow it.
It's a vibe. Yeah, she definitely got that. Because as far as an artist, like she can't sing as good as Beyonce and shit, so it's more of a vibe.
Man, them slaps though.
No, she provide a vibe for you, fam. And that's just
slapping.
And that's who she is. You know what I'm saying? Outside of the music, when we see her, it's a vibe and shit. Like it's a vibe. Smoke weed and you know what I'm saying. She do all the shit outside of that we think is a vibe.
And again, this is I think the conversation we had when we did the first YouTube or whatever. When I was saying. I would be nervous to go on a date with Rihanna if we already had rapport. It was Rihanna we were talking about, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
There is something about her that I think is just, but like, I'm not saying that. I think that,
right?
No, not normal's not the right word.
Weekend in Vegas.
Normal's not the right word.
Next year.
I know. You know what the word is? She just feels like she would be the vibe.
That's what we kept trying to tell you, dog.
But that vibe is.
That's over your head. Yeah, you ain't there no more. You used to be there.
Yeah, okay. If you say I can't keep up with her, I respect that. But to say that
I don't even think she would be that high. I think she would.
So what's wrong with high vibrations?
He ain't there no more, friend. He don't
go out. But high vibrations sound like a good time.
He don't go out
to me. To me, maybe not to you. I can't put that on you.
The nigga from Quentin Brunson show, the nigga she dated in the first season. I watched the interview with him. He was like, yeah, I only smoked mid weed, middle, nigga. Just
that used to be. I used to call Dooch all the time. Where is the super mid? No, don't put me above super. Like not the 87. 87 is headache. I need the 89. Don't hit me with the 98. With the rapper weed. Yeah.
I'm not saying that Rihanna's super mid because that's. No. I'm not saying Rihanna's super mid because it's disrespectful, but I do think that her level of vibe. It doesn't have to be all the way up here, and it's not. She'll probably keep you where you need to be. She probably don't yell. She probably just like probably a bunch of beautiful women around her.
That's a fact.
Like
weed,
great food,
alcohol.
She from the islands too, so it's probably why.
Come on, what are you trying to tell you?
You're arguing against yourself, Mike.
That's what I'm saying. Like we was trying to say this the time when we was talking about it.
No. I'm still nervous.
So she scares you.
Yes, I think she scares you too.
That's why.
My issue. Shout out ASAP. I want to shout out ASAP. If y'all saying she really pregnant, like she's pregnant. Shout out to him.
Hey, Quincy made me do the math on the pregnancy tool. It was so nasty.
See, let's not bring that up, bro. That's a nasty conversation to have in real life. Don't do that conversation.
No, you know what? He didn't make me do it, but like he was arguing a point that I was like, we can figure this out.
But you know how sometimes you got to get your thoughts out to know that your thoughts is trash.
So what was you trying to say?
Nothing. That's the point. I'm not trying to have that conversation. That's a nasty conversation. No, that's not what I was saying.
Okay.
And I would usually throw him under the bus, but it was really
it's not a
shit you shouldn't have been talking about.
No, okay.
You know better. Apologize. Respect that union. Respect that union.
God bless. That's what you was thinking about when she was performing, though. Like,
no, somebody else brought this conversation up to me, but that's not the point.
Bro, watching the Super Bowl with black women and Rihanna pop out, and like the shit that they notice ahead of the shit that men notice. Like, bitch, she pregnant. I'm looking like, what happened?
I see that too, though.
Like instantly.
Yeah,
no, I saw it instantly, but I was scared to say something. I was scared to say something.
Like, why she got her? Okay, coat open. Oh, that's why it's open. Right.
Hey man, congrats to her and ASAP.
And she look good. She look.
It's ASAP Baby, right? Good. We gotta say it's ASAP Baby, right?
Don't do that.
Don't do that. Respect the union. That's crazy.
Don't do that.
That's crazy.
You want everybody to respect you.
This live?
Man, he was there, fam. What are you talking about?
Oh yeah, I seen him holding the camera. Hey, God, ASAP, I appreciate you.
Would it be though, Quincy?
That's ASAP Baby.
Hey, niggas in the chat say you bogus.
You are wilding, dog.
Ain't nobody say that.
No, I'm on Dooch's Facebook Live.
He looking
watching it.
He looking for it.
You for real?
No, I'm lying. But like, yeah. Shit. Respect their union. That's crazy.
Wow, respect their union like you want people to respect.
He deserve her. He put 2 in her, fam. She a billionaire.
Is he?
How about they're happy together? That's what everybody went to. Like, yeah, he got 2 by a billionaire. Like, yeah, fam, and he's never leaving. Like, they're gonna be happy forever and ever.
I'm like, fam, do you blame him?
No, I appreciate him. I do the same thing.
I will never come out fucking with me, shit.
So this is and like off the top of our head, let's do this right now. Let's list the artist who we never gonna get an album from again.
Rihanna is on there. That album been done.
I'm saying Cardi B.
No.
Yeah, that's over.
She's still gonna make
it's a rap for that.
But she's still gonna make music.
She's gonna
make
and the people on this list don't need to make another album. Like Dave East, what Dave East gonna make another album for?
No, he's still gonna make another album. Some people make albums because they
like Gambino.
He said he got one coming.
Yeah, he
but
said
like,
he
these
said
people don't need to.
Rihanna fan, they said Rihanna, the dude that helped write on it, it is a reggae album. He said, nigga, that shit been done. It's never coming out.
But the reason why I would Andre 3000 on the same list, the reason why I would never put another album out if I'm those people is because it's never gonna be enough for you.
I gotta do too much work, bro.
Yeah, like what would an Andre 3000 album have to sound like for y'all to be?
And that's only because of time,
bro. What
because they
Cardi
waited.
B? Like the reason why
Cardi B will still make. I don't think the expectations of Cardi B are as high,
work, bro.
Are as high.
What does a Rihanna album have to sound like? She has to go concept. I'm making a reggae album just to lower y'all expectations, because Anti was really that work, and her catalog is crazy.
Yeah,
damn.
I mean, SZA did too. SZA lived up to the hype.
It's too much work for
Lauryn
too
Hill,
little money, bro.
Lauryn Hill, you think you
waiting
on a concert?
All the work they got to do.
Yeah, no
Lauryn
way.
Hill ain't gonna never come. Joe Budden.
I got to do a tour and shit. Hell no, fuck that shit.
It's just.
But and then when I heard that Rihanna,
McDonald's, we're gonna do this McDonald's meal real quick. You know what I'm saying? I got to do one shoot.
Yeah, Cardi.
Sweetie might not give y'all an album.
She just gave you one, bro.
She tried. Yeah, she just tried to.
Hey, they had a commercial too that I thought was bad.
I'm saying, bro.
Cardi and Offset. Did y'all see the picture I just put in the group chat?
Mm-hmm.
Y'all fuck with their relationship?
Yes.
No, it's real. Because I have been there. I have gotten that. Dog, I have gotten.
Did you hear? You heard her at the Grammys?
Yeah, I heard her.
Yeah, y'all motherfuckers out of pocket.
Oh, it's tripping, nigga. What the fuck? Y'all could have. No, exactly. That's the type. And that's the type. And that's the reason why the nigga was with flowers, nigga. When he fucked up, that's why he was at her concert with the flowers. Like, baby, I'm sorry. I'm sorry, baby.
Yeah, but you could tell it's a real. Some relationships you can't see the realness in it. But even Jay and Beyonce, I saw the realness when
at the Grammys,
when he didn't have a when he had a drink.
Oh,
he tried
to give her a drink. That nigga was like, he's like, shit, fucking this shit.
But that's how you know they're in a real relationship though, because he treat her probably not as good as she needs to be treated.
When Dooch pointed out the fact that when Beyonce put out that documentary and she called Jay because she finally could fit into that dress, and Jay was like, cool. Like, that's a real life shit. You ain't never got that call or heard that story after work, and you be like,
he was doing something else, though. I forgot what he was doing.
Great.
That nigga was
I am happy for you.
Awesome.
I gotta go though.
He was like actually doing something, Quincy. Like he was at the crib.
Listen.
Don't matter. When Beyonce called, be
excited. Quick question. What's your fake excited?
Don't do that.
Voice
follow-up questions. Follow-up questions.
Don't do that.
No, follow-up questions.
Like, babe, what do you think? You know, babe.
Follow-up question.
What's up with you today, dog?
Well, you got questions for me?
What's yours? What's yours, Quincy?
There's nothing fake about mine, brother. Everything is real. I'm always excited. I'm always excited. I appreciate you.
What's yours?
What's my what?
I guess the way Quincy worded it was fake excited response.
I ain't got no fake. I ain't got no fake shit.
I'm always excited.
You know what I'm saying? Real excitement.
All times.
Quincy, you are no longer the one keeping it a buck on the podcast.
Yeah.
At least I gave an answer. I said follow-up question.
That's not an answer, nigga. That's a question.
If you tell me something that you're excited about and I'm supposed to be excited, I'm gonna ask follow-up questions to show my interest, whether I'm excited or not. I'm gonna at least gain an understanding, because if you're excited about it, you know what's gonna happen. It's gonna get brought up.
You're also the nigga who puts the full court press on after tears. Don't do that.
Hey, listen. Sometimes the roof be open. You gotta keep playing the game. Like, yeah,
what
like,
I do?
Hating. Just hating. And then called me and told me I was right about the press.
Yeah,
with the game plan.
I called you.
I gave up on the press, and then I lost the spread at the end of the game. Like, yeah, I know, because that's what happened when you give up on the press.
You downstairs?
I did also want to talk about Jay-Z's Bacardi deal.
Yeah.
Man, shout out to getting 750 and keeping 24%.
So, like, Jay-Z, just for those who don't know, Jay-Z owned 51% of Duce, and Bacardi was the other 49% partner, and Bacardi was in charge of production, like manufacturing, shipping, distribution, accounting, all of that stuff, but Jay-Z was the majority owner. And so Jay-Z, I think maybe 2 years ago, was trying to sell his whole 51%.
Yeah.
I'm trying to get out of the company total.
So he asked them for
the evaluation.
Yeah.
So they gave him a valuation of 1.5 billion. And he was like, yeah,
cap.
No.
Cap. On the rails.
Open the books, let me see it all. So
Yeah.
just to give you an idea, if it's valued at 1.5 billion and Jay-Z sells 51%, he's gonna get 750 million.
Yeah.
Right,
they did for 51%.
Yeah, yep. Mm-hmm.
And then he gets no residual income, no equity. He doesn't own anything after that. He sold the whole thing. They didn't want to open the book so much that they bought 26% from him. So he has 24% left and still gave him 750 million.
Mm-hmm.
This tells me two things. First
they
off,
made way more money.
Now I'm about to say a lot more than this.
So like basically what they did is they took the valuation from 1.5 billion to 3 billion.
3 billion, yeah.
By giving him 750 for 25%, which means that the company is probably closer to $5-6 billion in actual value easily.
Mm-hmm.
And now that it's closer to that, he got the 750 that he would have got selling 50%, selling his whole share.
And still kept some.
And now the 24% that he got left is worth at least another 750.
Come on now.
But the concept, this is Duce specifically, right?
Yes.
The concept of that I think is interesting is that, like, I've had debates about why I think marketing and advertising is more valuable than policy. Just because.
Say that, like, what you mean by that?
What I mean by that is.
Don't fire me.
No, not that, but just the idea that Jay-Z influenced me to drink Douce.
Sure, but like if he sells it,
no,
worth that much?
And the value, and when I say me, I don't mean me, but the value of that, Jay-Z's influence on Douce to the world is so valuable. Mm-hmm. It's worth upwards to $1 billion or $500 million.
Yeah, absolutely.
And that's just
today.
And that's just today. And that's just his. That's how much power he has within the dollar spent. I also think this is a horrible transition, but I also think Donald Trump's influence when it comes to marketing and advertising and getting people to believe bullshit is more impactful than any kind of policy he can pass. This is how powerful marketing and advertising is. It can get Jay-Z upwards of $500 million or $1 billion. It can also get Donald Trump to get a bunch of people to commit the insurrection.
I see what you did there. Made it racy.
No. But I always I
want to argue with you, but I'm gonna go ahead and say you're right. But passing policy and like those things is still super important. It can have a lasting impact.
I'm not saying.
I think the lasting impact is probably bigger than the marketing impact.
I'm not saying that those things are not important, but I think we act like today that marketing and advertising isn't the most powerful thing in the world. It is. There is nothing more powerful, bro. It's what you drinking right now?
I am drinking Jim Beam honey and Dr. Pepper.
Too powerful.
Little sweet. Yeah, little sweet.
Little sweet. It's Monday. You all right?
Yeah, I just had a seafood boil and that.
Yeah, gotta break that down. You need that acid. You need to break that down. I hear you. My point is that the reasoning why you're drinking those two is because you were influenced to. You think you made that conscious choice. Okay. But that conscious choice was put in front of you to make. Let me
ask you a question though, because I got one for you. Why you eat Chinese food? Because I ain't never seen a Chinese food commercial.
Okay.
Come on.
There are Chinese food brands, and I have seen I think I've seen a PF Chang's commercial.
Why you go get that General Tso though? Why you go get that L22 lunch special?
Well, but you're talking about a what word am I looking for? A cuisine compared to a brand.
Sure.
Right. So why I eat a cuisine? I eat that cuisine because that cuisine is delicious. Mm-hmm. Now, why do I eat a specific brand of Chinese food? is a completely different question. But there are not many powerful fast food brands equivalent to McDonald's, Burger King, Hardee's, but they do it. P.F. Chang's, there are ones that exist. But that question doesn't. Yeah, it's funny though.
Yeah. Shout out Juan. Juan agrees with me.
Racy. Unnecessarily.
Okay.
But the J deal is great, man. I think that he understands his influence. He understands how much power he has, and he's still a young man. He could do this. He could do this in another 5 years with another company.
So I'm glad you said that because conversely, we saw Quality Control.
Yeah, 300 million. How much was it?
300 million.
Yeah.
So their back catalog for 300 million.
And still,
dude, get back in here because I need. So, dude, we talking about Quality Control selling that back catalog for 300 million.
It's not the catalog. That's why I keep telling people they
sell
the company, bro. That's Ashley. Say what up, y'all.
What up, Ashley?
Good.
They sold the company, bro.
So who owns the music?
They sold everything.
Hype, whatever who just bought
whoever they sold it to.
Yeah.
Okay. So
it's Scooter Braun and his company.
But it's an Asian company. He's the American face of it.
Yeah. So in my mind, because Quincy said about Jay-Z and his deal,
but he's young enough. They keep saying that he's a part of some collective that's buying all the everybody's shit though.
Right.
Now,
for the purpose of TikTok and shit like that.
But no.
They said it's something that we don't know that's coming up. Bro.
Hold on. What do you want to talk about? Do you want to talk about why we think they buy the music? Or do you want to talk about Quality Control? Because I want
to talk about why they sold it.
Okay. Why they sold it?
Cause nigga
for 300 million.
We started with nothing.
Hear me.
Jay-Z,
listen, I hear you. But we talked about, and we're gonna give Jay-Z credit for keeping 24%.
No, they still work there though. They still work. They still work for the
Right. But they could have. They owned it. They owned it. They could have kept a certain portion of it. But I think also when you look at Quality Control, the company, and you look at the artists that they had under there,
bro.
We talking about the Migos and RIP. They're not complete group anymore. We talking about City Girls. Okay.
Hey,
we're talking about Cardi, who may not put out another album. We're talking about Lil Baby.
It's Lil Baby, Yachty, Migos.
Yachty might not put out another album. Hey, listen. Let me get out now. Let me get out now with 300 million.
Let me get out right now and start over, bro. I got 300. We out, bro. We started with nothing.
Start over. Let me do something else. I don't have to. You watched the Lil Baby doc, right?
Yeah.
But you seen what they had to do to bring Lil Baby to where he was at? I don't want to do that again for nobody. You know what I want? $300 million.
Hell yeah.
And so I want us to stop being oh, you got to have some ownership. No, fam, you got to make the best decision for you and yours and where you see your future going. Jay-Z, keep some ownership if that's what you want to do.
Yeah.
QC, get 300 million if that's what you want to do.
Bro.
I just don't see I've seen the hate on both sides.
That's what I'm saying. You gotta think they started with just the Migos and nigga drug money. We got 300. Yeah, bro.
So Juan said, did they sell because they saw it coming to an end?
And I don't know what niggas.
If you asking me, I'm saying yes because I don't see who is Lil Baby going to get bigger than he is right now.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah,
I don't think none of them Migos are not going to be bigger than they are right now.
Wasn't it?
It's nothing that they could do to get bigger, bro. What are we?
What's bigger? 300 million.
So I don't think it was a finesse. I think that
it's definitely a finesse, bro.
I think that they were valued. I think they were valued at that because
I need it. But if you're gonna give it to me, I don't care what I'm valued at. If I
think that I think that they were worth
and
more.
They could quit tomorrow.
Yeah,
I work for the company, but I could quit. I could walk away.
I personally don't find there to be anything wrong with creating a company and selling a company. There's a great, I forgot who told me this or what movie or if I heard it from y'all about the guy who created Victoria's Secret.
Oh, you talking about
the guy who freaking committed suicide because
he sold it for $14 million. Now then they ended up being worth
like 128.
Yeah,
that's the point, bro. It's like, fam,
but like the reason,
what are we gonna do, fam, to get more money, fam?
The reason why things become increase in value is because the people who buy it, they have the resources and the thoughts and the ideas to take it there,
or the marketing.
So just because you had something valued at 14 million and you sell it, doesn't mean that you could have took it to $1 billion
at all.
Like, and there's nothing wrong with you keeping it.
That's what Jay-Z said, bro. It's like, what's the when he did the Ace of Spades deal? He's like, fam, I can own 100% and not make that much, or I could give them 50% and make $100 billion.
And I think your why is super important. The one thing I learned from doing 88 was I don't want to be anybody's boss. I don't want to run a business. I want to make shit.
Right.
If you want to be, you know what I mean? Running. There are certain people who have that bug to create businesses. Like,
not even that, but like that might be, you know, and using you and Dooch term, they might be at a time in their life where they don't want to build up another artist, like take somebody from nothing and invest all of that stuff into it. So I can sell that to a company that's willing to do that. And I'll still be involved because I'm me and I can spot talent and I could do this, but I need that money. Like I respect it. I just want to make sure I said that I respect it like ahead of time. Because niggas was really not
no, so
that was a good deal.
I also want to say this as to the companies that are buying all of this music.
What is that about?
AI.
Explain more.
Having all of this in an interface to be able to buy, recreate, like you saw the Kendrick voice, having ownership of content of any kind when it comes to an interface to do AI, we are reaching a point where you will be able to type in a box and get content coming out. Whether that's words, whether that's music, whether that's video, whether that's anything you can think of that people consume. And that's $1 trillion business. That's $1 trillion business. That's why they're buying up and like it's crazy. I mean, on top of, you know, being used for movies, on top for being used for TikTok, on top of all of that shit too. But this AI shit, bro, what you know?
I'm AI nigga. I put too many people on OpenAI now. Like they done send me the email like, "Hey, we're gonna give you your first 3 months."
You give me my credit?
Yeah. Quincy put me on. He told me that it was gonna take our jobs.
It's taking a lot of. I heard on TikTok the other day it's gonna take a lot of middle management.
It passed interview for a 3rd level developer at Google that would have made like $158,000 a year. An AI program passed the interview.
We're still 5 to 10 years away from it, really, but 5 to 10 years is not a long time. We're still 5 to 10 years away from it really trying to impact people's lives, but it will impact your everyday life soon. And if you're a person that doesn't think that it will, tell me if you're looking at your phone right now and you're unlocking it with your face.
It's not even that. It's just like you don't even know that it does currently because you don't know why your algorithms look the way they look.
No. But I use that as an example because there's a period of time when the iPhone came out and the thumbprint was on it. And I looked at it and I said, I would never do this. Why would I give them my thumb? Nigga, now I don't even know my passcode because I just look at my phone and it open.
It's so nasty. Like I have my phone synced to my laptop, synced to like everything. And it's like, I don't even know if I know passwords anymore.
Yeah. But that's my point. My point is that they have technology like inserted into our lives at a level right now where it doesn't, the minute they change something or add something, you're not going to have a choice. You're still going to do it. And AI is the biggest one, fam. Figure out how to save your money, get your money if you don't want to be a part of it, or figure out how to use it because it will be the way they do things. And my question about things like that, whether that comes with music, writing, anything like that, is if you do those things now, are they going to pay a higher ticket for it or a lower ticket for it?
What do you mean?
Meaning, if you work for Target, and your job for Target is to make those visuals. Like I was in Target the other day, I saw a great like the whole family had on Marvel shirts because they were selling Marvel shirts.
Shout out to them on the Black History collection too.
I bought one.
Black Lab, yeah.
So you see that picture. So now AI makes that picture for you, right? If you're the person telling the AI to make that picture, do you pay that person more, or do you pay the yesteryear person more? The person who actually took the picture, went to Photoshop, edited that picture. Which person? They're gonna actually, in my opinion, they're gonna pay the people that control the AI a lot less than they actually pay the photographer.
Probably.
Like, so I think, don't you think for all of that, top down, you just start with a budget, right? So like the AI is going to cost something. So how much does the AI cost? And you don't have to pay the AI 401k benefits, dental shit like that. So if I just look at how much the AI costs, I could probably say, okay, if I could replace 4 employees with this AI, I'm going to replace those 4 employees. Maybe I'll pay the employee I kept 25% more. Yeah, and the photographer, you're still taking pictures, my nigga. I don't know if I'm paying you more.
No, are you still taking pictures?
You're talking about what? If the AI is creating it, then I don't have to pay a photographer. So who am I paying?
No, that's the point. You're still okay. You still need to type in, make a picture of a interracial couple hugging, wearing this shirt. Then it makes
so the person who types that in. You're saying
that's the new job. Yeah, that's the new job.
25% of what you currently get paid more. I'm not paying. You gonna pay them double?
Bro, did you see the
how much money I can save and make?
Dude, did you see the sound AI?
Did I see what AI?
The sound, the one that you can change. No. Oh. We can record and you could put it through AI and it cleans the vocals. It mixes the vocals.
Oh yeah, that's old.
Oh shit.
That's old as fuck. Yeah, they've been at that.
Yeah. Engineers, graphic designers, photographers, writers.
It's not as crispy as a real engineer though.
And it's not, but
it is crispy though. Don't get me wrong, it is crispy.
What I told Tony was 5 to 10 years from now.
No, they're gonna have it down packed because it's
gonna be the crispiest. It's gonna be the crispiest.
It's an old technology. I think they probably.
But then, do you think at that point we gonna like your ears are gonna want something that doesn't sound like, you know how you be like a Beyonce concert is too perfect? Like I want something that looks imperfect.
Like vinyl.
Are you gonna want something that sounds
but vinyl is never gonna be what vinyl was. You'll be able to go to Urban Outfitters and buy a vinyl.
Yeah, but I'm talking about like you don't like Blu-ray crispy like that. Right. People not gonna like. Some people not gonna like too crispy.
No. There will always be a like I make art, right?
But with music, it's kind of different because when you make shit too crispy, you lose some of the.
But don't you think it'll be an AI to make it not too crispy?
Like a dial it back.
Yeah,
it's still something about people's ear, dog.
No. This is my
like Quincy. I think you're right because like they've even like you and I don't know what movie that was, and I was watching. They was like, we've determined, for a presidential candidate that they should have 6 scuffs on their shoe, so you look like you're a regular person. Like I think they'll probably fine tune AI to the point where it's like,
but they're gonna have to.
We need to hear when I put this podcast through an AI program. I need to hear at least 5 times where Dooch clears his voice. Clear throat, like I need at least 5 of those. Don't make it so like ain't no breaths.
Let's take it off of just sounds and music. When it comes to anything, we live in a content creating generation now. Everybody's figuring out how to make something and record themselves making it. Right. That's going to be the new job. That's what the new jobs are. Gig economy, all of that shit, right?
Right.
What I think is, I will never stop making things because I like the idea of me making things.
Yeah, me too.
And that's my goal. Like I also think Cause and Hebrew and all of my favorite artists, everybody on that wall, like they're still going to make things and people will still buy the things. Salehi will still make shoes. Artists will still make art and people will care for those artists
because they got a fan base.
They got a fan base, and then I think artists will still be created, and people will be mocked up. It was funny. Joe was talking about this recently. Like the idea of an artist is so important, but the idea of an artist, they don't really care about being seen or heard. They care about making dope shit.
Yeah.
While a content creator, and this is what Gary Vee preaches, they preach if you can't think of anything to make, hold your phone up and just talk about what's going on in your life.
Yeah, because you're just creating content. It doesn't necessarily, you're not creating art. It's not necessarily fine-tuned. It's just like get it out there. People gonna consume it if they fuck with you.
Exactly. I truly believe the artists will still, like Kendrick, Drake, like all of these people are still going to be, and there will still be new people making things and using these things as resources. And that's what I'm striving for.
I think that it's something that AI, that real people can do that AI just can't do, fam. Like give it feeling.
Yeah. And there'll always be that.
Yeah, but those are for the artists, but the content creators, which I think is the majority of how people see themselves doing things today. All of them.
I guess Quincy, look at it from the opposite end of the consumer. Like, does the consumer, are they consuming content or are they consuming art? And like, is it being marketed to you as this content is art? Or like, you know what I mean? Like, what's the difference? Like, how will we know the difference between a movie that we watch that was okay or a television show we watched that was okay, whether that script was created by someone or created by AI? Like, we won't know the difference. It'll just be based on whether we like it or not as a consumer.
But here's the truth. Because of people like, okay, what's his name? Dude made Black Panther. Ryan Coogler. What's his name? Is it Ryan Coogler?
Yeah.
Ryan Coogler. Him is the difference.
But like before he was him, like who made Kaleidoscope? Like, I don't know. Like, that could have been written by an AI program.
Yeah.
But we consume more of that than we consume the fucking Black Panthers. Like, we consume more everyday
Judd Apatow
shit.
Judd Apatow.
Those are, you talking about the top of the top guys. Those are still going to be those guys. But Kenya Barris had to work as somebody's PA to get up to there. What if you never get a chance to work your way through the ranks because AI standing in your way?
But I think, and I can only say this from a position of privilege, of course.
Talk to him.
Man, start making shit for you, bro. I don't give a fuck people like you.
Talk to him about that privilege.
It's if you're making things from the perspective of things being seen or heard or making money, it's gonna be very difficult for people to see the genuineness in it. And it's gonna actually the harder part about it is you can't even see it. You can't even see why it's great because you're worried about other people thinking it's great. You have like, I don't give what I like.
Sure.
That's what I'm making. What I want to make and what I like. And hopefully somebody else will like it. But
Quincy, but you're doing that for you because it's not your job. When it becomes your job that pays your bills, you make what they tell you to make.
No. It depends on if you shout out to the battle rapper. If you're Himothy, you do what the fuck you want to do. It can't. This is my opinion. The reason why there is the Kendricks, the reason why there is the Drakes, the Taylor Swifts, the Beyoncés, the Rihannas, these people is because they make things that they want to make. I don't think
what's gonna happen when the artists embrace the AI?
There will be some artists that embrace the AI. Yeah.
I mean, like, what's gonna happen to the way that you look at and create art? Like, what if that's the new? But you go from drawing by hand to drawing on an iPad.
No.
I'm about to say
that's still art, but that's not AI. This is my point.
It's an AI program that helps write songs.
This is my point. There's a much different thing from I made something and then I'm pushing it through AI to eliminate my engineering costs, right?
Or your lack of creativity in coming up with lyrics. because it's the same thing,
that
bro.
is out there. I swear to God,
it's out there already. Like I don't need a writing room now. Vito never becomes who Vito is because instead of bringing in a bunch of different writers,
you just go to AI.
I just use AI program.
I'm not saying that. I still think that if you're using AI like that, you still need to start from a point of like, okay, if you
I agree with that.
Let's say you need to write a song, right? And then I go and
send that to me.
I got
put the suit on. You
I put the pit bull on.
You try to put the pit on.
Yeah, maybe you're right. I'm speaking about
all you gotta do is you have to come up with a concept of the song. You don't have to write the lyrics at all.
Because I'm thinking like if I view myself as somebody who has an ear for music, like I think I have a Rick Ross level beat selection category. Like if I just sit and listen to a bunch of beats, I can come up with it, but I know I'm trash at writing lyrics. But I'll be like, this sound like this type of song, and I can come up with some shit. Like what?
But how do you know it's good?
See me on
how do you know it's good
with Bad Bunny?
But how do you know it's good?
You gotta put it out.
Right there.
But how do you know it's good before you put it out? Let's say you do it, they give you 5 selections.
No, I'm taking. Listen, Quincy, I'm not an artist. I'm just a content creator. So what I'm gonna do is content create a bunch of music until something hit.
I still think you don't get Good Kid, Mad City. I still don't think you get.
No, I won't be one of the greats, but I could be.
Hey, you get some money.
I'm trying to some money. Who's somebody who I could be? Macklemore.
I don't think you could be Macklemore.
That's crazy. I hate him, dog.
I don't think you could be Macklemore.
You don't think? What do you think the highest level somebody can achieve doing that?
Man, he got a Grammy, dog.
No, I want to hear Quincy. What's the highest level you think somebody can achieve without the actual talent, but with just the base of ideas, the skeleton of things?
I think
I need you to answer that.
First off, I think it's super high, but I think the part of that
Macklemore high.
Macklemore high, but I think the part. Let me renege a little bit. I think you could be a Grammy high, but I think the biggest difference of it is that you don't realize that thinking of the idea before you even sifted through the idea is the art part.
Okay, cool.
But that's the part of it. But that's no different.
If I can get so good that I beat Kendrick out for a Grammy, I won.
Yeah, but
he's the real artist. You're absolutely right. Shout out my AI program. They wanted to know what I would do if I didn't win. I'm gonna have my AI program right.
I'm not, but I also
fuck out of here, nigga. I would be up.
I just put it in the group too.
But you also have to. I think it's interesting, right, Tony? Because I think even you have to use points of reference if you're telling a computer to give you something. So if you're using points of references, what points of references are you using? Do you have to say make a song that sounds like Kendrick Lamar? Or can you just say make a song talking about I broke up with my girlfriend and I want to talk about these moments, like how detailed.
I'll give you an idea. I used AI program to help my friend write a press release that was going out to the parents of the sports team that he's coaching for fundraising.
Bro, wrote that
when
shit.
I tell immaculate, but I did have to tell him you can't just put that in one sentence. Hey, AI program, act as a professional press release creator. Create a press release including these key phrases: participation, support, blah, blah, blah. Like, yes, I was the artist in there because I told it what to create, but what it spit out, I don't have those words.
Yeah, I did one for I showed y'all. I did
they overachieved the goal.
If everybody, here's a question I have for both.
We did that one.
She got compliments on the thing that they put in her press thing.
You know what I think?
And the worst thing is, it's like, okay, think about an AI program like running your car through the car wash, right?
Mm-hmm.
What if I told you had unlimited car washes? So when it come out clean, let's run it back through one more time. Like I reran stuff. I told y'all I got that job interview I shouldn't have had. Completely off of using this AI program. And I was just like,
that shit is nuts, bro.
No, I've been using it.
So, like, what if I do that to what if I do that to a song? What if I
told you before? I'm the one that started. You wouldn't even want to know what I've seen. But here's the thing that I want to talk to you about.
Express level, it was just disgusting.
No, bro, I told you.
I got out of a meeting and I was like, listen. Let me have this.
I've been using it for my like I've been filling out a bunch of podcasts like jobs and shit. I've been using it for my cover letters and all that shit.
Let me ask y'all this question. 20 years from now, right? AI is widely accepted. Again, let's use the car wash analogy. Everybody's putting everything through this car wash multiple times.
Now, Now it's about who can make the best.
You know what I think?
To put into the AI.
Yeah, but you know what I think? The shit that is clearly not being put through AI is going to be the most valuable thing. It's almost like a kid's.
You talking about the letter that comes to you with spelling errors? You're gonna know that person. But you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna plug that into the AI. Like, hey,
no.
Add for like, okay, you ever cheated on the test and got 2 wrong on purpose? Me either. That's what I would do.
No, but listen, now because of technology, Tony, everybody can cheat on tests.
Right, but you don't get 100%, bro.
No. But like, how do you learn
to cheat?
Ooh, yeah.
No.
What did you learn, fam, from school?
They've already written the programs. They
what I learned?
They have the AI killer, so they will know if your kid submits a report that was written by AI. It's detectable already.
Here's what I learned, dude.
What?
How to start something, how to finish something, how to not be good at something, how to be good at something.
Did you learn that in school or did you learn that outside of school?
1000% in school. I was so trash at school, bro. And I learned that it's okay.
Starting and finishing is what school is about. Because like it ain't as much as it's about learning, it's about getting through.
I'm talking about the subjects: math, English, science. What did you learn from them?
I learned the one thing I probably took out of
what do you use right now of that?
English and art.
Science, math.
You
know, basic math.
Basic math. Well, I'm talking about like
can't tell you shit about trig. I took trig. I took calculus. I took geometry. Can't tell you shit about none of that shit. But I still think it's important that I remember walking into Mr. Mahan's trigonometry class, and he put some shit on the board, and it looked like alien handwriting, and I was like, "What the fuck am I gonna do?"
Right.
And all you did.
Hey, you know what I did? I thugged that shit out, nigga.
All you did was took it in and regurgitated it back out on the test and got a score for it. You didn't.
Well, I think you do that. I think you do that with memorizing things.
That's
but
valid.
I think you do that. No. But I think you do that with memorizing things. Because I do agree with you, and I hate that idea of schools of how they teach school today. But when it comes to math specifically or certain types of science, it's problem solving. You have to understand how to solve the problem. You can't just regurgitate.
Not to pass. To pass, all you gotta do is regurgitate.
No, but not in trig.
You do comprehend.
No, not in trig, because you have to know the problem ain't the same problem. I can't just regurgitate the same problem. I have to understand what I'm doing.
But like what I'm saying is
that's why I barely passed, nigga. It was like a D.
There are things that we comprehended. There are things that we comprehended that we kept and we hold on to. There are things that we learned that we've forgotten. There are things that we memorized to get through the class. I memorized Spanish.
Man,
I did not understand this shit. I did not comprehend it.
Bro,
I knew them words. I passed them tests. I forgot it.
I wore my Parkside. I wore my Parkside jacket today, right to work. To pass Spanish. You know what I had to do, bro?
I hope y'all know we had an hour and a half.
MATC, bro. And the teacher just fucked with me, bro. I ain't know that shit. I ain't comprehend.
You saying?
I ain't regurgitate.
Yeah, you saying what we saying?
Nah, she knew I was struggling, and I kept coming, nigga. That was it.
Pause phrase. Yeah. Hey, let's we at $120. We appreciate y'all tuning into the YouTube, tuning in to Dooches Live. Everybody was in here commenting. Shout out Hey, shout out Juan, shout out Kayla,
add y'all
shout out Kendrick, shout out Eric, shout out me because I commented. Ken Beach, Jamal, yeah, everybody. I'm just shouting niggas out. Steve-O, my fucking Reva, everybody. We appreciate y'all for fucking with it. We're gonna take this time and get into the intermission. It's the 72 and 10 podcast.